Okay, this is the Unit E test review. You will be taking your test tomorrow. In this video, I'm going to go over problems 1 and 2. As I'm going over them, you are going to write them down on your paper so that you have the completed problems as well. So number 1, it says the function below shows the cost of a hamburger with different numbers of toppings. So they use the letter T, and instead of using Y, they put f of t. That is a common thing in algebra, but we changed it so that they say Y, which makes us a little bit more comfortable. And then it has 1.90 plus 1.40 t. I rewrote this with t, and then I also rewrote it with x. We are more comfortable with y equals 1.40 x plus 1.90. You'll notice they put 1.90 first. So they put the y-intercept first, which is okay, even though it's called slope-intercept form. You can write it either way. For most of you, it's going to be more comfortable to rewrite it in slope-intercept form using y and x. A, what is the y-intercept and what does it mean? So the y-intercept is the number that is not attached to the variable. It's not attached to x. So that would be the 1.90. We're talking about the cost of hamburgers, so $1.90 is the cost of just the hamburger without toppings. B, what is the slope and what does it mean? $1.40 is the slope. It is the cost per topping. Remember, the per part tells us what our slope is. We're talking about the cost of hamburger with different numbers of toppings. So per $1.40 for each topping. Letter C says, if Jody paid $3.30 for a hamburger, how many toppings did Jody get on her hamburger? $3.30 gets substituted in for your total, because Y is your total. And then you can solve it as an equation set up like this. If it's easier for you to do what we did Friday and break it down piece by piece and say, I know you have $3.30 to spend and $1.90 of it is for just the hamburger, you can write it without writing this equation and solve and get the same answer. And then you'll end with $1.40 is equal to the number or the amount they spent on toppings. So x equals 1, which means Jody got 1 topping for her hamburger. Number 2, similar question. The function below shows the cost of an ice cream sundae with different number of toppings. They use t, and again, they use f of t and t, and they wrote the intercept first and then the slope. We're going to rewrite it. So I wrote it with y. I used t on this first one, so y equals 0.75t plus 2.25. Some of you are going to prefer it to look like y equals mx plus b. So I rewrote it again, y equals 0.75x plus 2.25. What is the y-intercept and what does it mean? The $2.25 is the y-intercept. That's what you're starting with. You have to pay for the actual ice cream. $2.25 is just getting you ice cream. B, what is the slope and what does it mean? I was talking about the cost of ice cream with the different number of toppings. I know that 0.75 is the slope because it's attached to the variable, whether I use t or x, and that means I'm paying 75 cents per topping. And then the last question, if K paid $6 for the sundae, how many toppings were on K's sundae? So again, you can approach it the same way we did Friday, or you can use this formal equation. Either one should still lead you to the same answer. So if you paid $6, that's your total. That substitutes for Y. I'm going to subtract out the cost of just ice cream, which is $2.25. That leaves me with $3.75. And I paid 75 cents per topping, so I need to divide. When I divide, I should get 5. X equals 5, so K got 5 toppings.